So 2 years ago, I had a ladder accident, fell about 15 feet. I had the special type of ankle fracture called a Pilon fracture, and it miraculously just sheared the front off the tibia.
Mm-hmm.
I put it back together incorrectly. Then a year later, I had to get what's called an osteotomy, and they had to shear the chunk back off, move it back into position, and they did a good job. But now I have limited dorsiflexion.
Yeah, let's show the viewers right there. We have a little trouble doing with that foot of yours.
I can't bring it much past here.
Let's show the viewers on the right foot.
That's probably more than normal.
Yeah. So it looks like it's like
It's stuck.
50% reduced there. So we start off with instrumentation. We're looking for any abnormal temperature. So even though I understand, yes, you have that left ankle problem and you're limited dorsiflexion. Why are we looking over here? Because the lower lumbar, those nerve roots, they go all the way down to the foot and to the muscle responsible for that left ankle dorsiflexion. So if you have nerve pressure over there, which you do right here, it could compound that issue as well. So first things first, we want to check a look, make sure your foundation is still okay. That's moving just fine. That's moving just fine. That's moving just fine as well. There's no swelling, there's no muscle tightness, nothing. However, over here, this is a different story.
Yeah, it's tender.
Tender right there, right? And I really also feel it. See that? There's a little bump over there, right underneath there. How's it right there?
That's tender. Very
That's tender. Got it. What about this one here?
That's also tender.
But not as bad as the one below it.
No.
All right, so that's that fifth lumbar right there. So 6 out of 6 indicators already pointed out. We tested that structure. Yeah, that's the one we need to correct. That's that fifth lumbar. Now that nerve goes all straight down to your left foot, and that's responsible for dorsiflexion. So anything that becomes any interference to that nerve, will not be surprised. It's actually amplifying the problems you've been having in that left foot. So let's correct that one. This tibia, it really should be more centered. And I want to see it in proper alignment on both sides over here. However, what I see is there's a little open gap on this side on the front. And the whole entire structure, the tibia, is shifted over just slightly by about 1 millimeter. Well, that's all it takes to get that one in trouble. What I also see is that the first metatarsal base over here, it went inferiorwards. We also need to correct that one as well. Splendid. How's that, fella?
A little better.
How much better would you say?
Probably a few degrees better. I mean, probably 20% better at this point.
Good start. Let's roll. So as we already can see right off the bat with this gentleman's left ankle over here, there's significant swelling all around here versus his right ankle. So we're gonna take a closer look. Yeah. See that tibia over here on the right one? I could motion, it moves just fine. This one over here is like a brick wall. It's just not moving whatsoever. Get this tibia working again. We're gonna pump it up, and we're gonna be very gentle with this one because you still got your 3 screws in there in the plate. That's all it takes. Go ahead, walk around. I don't know if you felt that tiny little click in there.
Oh yeah. That's quite a difference. Alrighty.
All right, have a seat.
I mean, it just feels better when I walk. It's much more comfortable to walk. I mean, I would say at this point about 40% better than it was before I walked in the door. It's definitely moving better. Quite a bit better.
Yeah, so what's the difference on that fellow right now?
We're hitting the 60% mark.
Here's your homework. Here's what I want you to do. Because as you see over here, from your left versus your right, this thing is still swollen over there. Okay, it's chronic. So what I want you to do is this. I want you to put this in an ice bucket, put 1 cup of Epsom salt in there as well. Do that 3 times a day. get that swelling under control, you'll notice that your ankle range of motion will improve even more. Okay? So I wish you the best. Go ahead and back upstairs as well. Okay? And we'll see you at your next visit.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.